everyone, I am Mishka and welcome back to my channel. So in today's episode of Our Life Beginnings and Always, we are going to be continuing with our with our wedding DLC. So last episode we went dancing and it was so much fun. We had a cute moment with Baxter and everything. So it makes me giddy, but okay. Let's talk about for a hot minute how I have not been on this channel in almost a month. Okay, listen, school started and I've had so much fun. I've made so many new friends and I didn't have any last year, so it's really different for me. And yeah, I just broke up with my boyfriend, so yeah, that I don't want to. I'm so much happier now that I'm not in it, but I got tired of it, honestly. But yeah. That's why I've really been gone. I haven't really had time to really record. I've had so much homework. I'm in so many, honors classes. I mean, God, why? I don't understand why I decided to take that, but whatever. But yeah, I'm here now, so hopefully you guys can forgive me. I'm sorry again for not posting that long. And thank you guys so much for 108 subscribers. I can't believe I have that many. We even hit 100 over, almost a month ago, and I have 8 more. That's crazy. I can't believe that. But, yeah, everyone, thank you so much for subscribing me and being on me. And, blah, oh my God, being with me, being on me. What did I just say? What? Okay. I meant thank you for being with me for almost the past year. Oh my God, did you guys know that my channel anniversary for 1 year and 4 days? I can't believe that. Honestly, I'm gonna have to come up with a video to do something, but I'm not really sure. I was thinking about a face reveal, if you guys would like that. I'm not sure, but yeah. When you arrived for your session that day, you noticed Baxter's foot was tapping against the floor in a steady rhythm. It seemed the lessons from the day before were still on his mind. Hey, hi. Good afternoon, so nice to see you again. Now, we can't keep going over the steps here and there in between other aspects of the planning, but our main focus should move beyond that. What shall we be doing today? And the last thing we'll be doing is picking out a caterer. Alright. Cove's brightening enthusiasm was no surprise to you. Food always excited him. Baxter placed his hands on the arms of his chair and lightly tapped it with the tips of his fingers. That should be a nice time. I'll make sure you find the proper service to meet your needs, but don't worry, I won't get in the way of deciding any of the details for the menu. Thanks. I appreciate that. After that, the rest of the session circled around finding a specific catering company, and eventually you all agreed on one in particular. They were able to make arrangements with you right away. One phone call and you had scheduled a time to go over details in person. That included a meeting with the chef too. And as an added bonus, this would all happen before your next appointment with Baxter. It was a relief knowing that the menu would be taken care of by the next time you saw him again. Until then, there wasn't much else to do. It was time to leave. Thanks again for your help.
See you.
It's my pleasure, of course. I await your next visit. We'll be back soon. Bye. Bye, Baxter. Baxter nodded with a genuine smile as he watched you head out the door. Once you were outside the offices, you noticed a little pep in Cove's step. You were both in good spirits. Chipping away at the wedding planning had been a special way of doing that. On the scheduled appointment with the caterer, you and Cove eagerly arrived at the location specified over the phone. You were led inside the building, past the seating room, and directly into the commercial kitchen. It was sleek silver and so clean that it sparkled. That observation alleviated some worries away. Next to you, Cove's eyes wandered to space with intrigue. Along the back wall, you spotted a woman at a sink large enough to be an arm's length deep. Oh my God. She looked over her shoulder and grinned broadly. Hold on, I'll be right there. Okay, so this girl is named Rhonda. She finished washing up and swiftly crossed the room, drying her hands on her apron. When she reached you and Cove, she gave a little bow. Hi, I'm the head chef and your caterer. I hear that you're getting married and are in need of sustenance for your friends and family. Yeah, we are. Well, I can assure you that you've come to the right place. We provide a full course meal with a menu tailored to your tastes and requirements. We'll also include all the plating, silverware, and glasses. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Why don't you introduce yourselves? A bit stunned by the speediness of the chef's condor, Cove took the opposite approach slowly, awkwardly, pointed to himself. I'm Cove, the groom, and my name's Mina. I'm the bride. I love it. You can call me Rhonda. Okay, hi, Rhonda. Hey, nice to meet you. That name's reminding me of Cinderella's story. If you guys have not watched the movie, it's so good. That like Sam's Rhonda was like part of her dad's diner. Like she's like the manager, I guess. I don't know. Y'all need to go watch that movie. It's such a good movie. Hey, nice to meet you. Marvelous. Now I have a little pamphlet that I'm gonna go grab. You can read it, leave it on the counter, use it as a coaster. It's okay. I'm gonna explain everything myself anyways. Think of it as an extra guide. Okay, Rhonda waved the idea of any formality with both hands as she also shrugged nonchalantly. Cove chuckled shyly, leaning towards you while she lightly jogged to the other side of the kitchen. She scooped up 2 information sheets and came right back. Rhonda confidently stretched her arm out all the way to offer you each a pamphlet. Both of you accepted one. Cove turned his around in his hands, inspecting it carefully. You studied the one in your hands, too. Ooh, that looks nice! Well, now that I remembered it, we can get into the nitty-gritty. Let's shop talk the menu. Ow, okay, my throat. You can choose to have a single menu that's consistent across the board, easy peasy, or we can do up to 2 fully separate types of menus based on different dietary needs. Guests could choose between them and we'll prepare as much as both as needed. And it practically goes without saying, but we'll be able to accommodate individual plate changes if any comes up. For example, a situation where just 1 or 2 people need some specific elements left out. We can work with that without needing to make another full selection for it. So, what kind of menu did you 2 have in mind? Oh! Oh, this is like, oh, okay. One with no special requirements. Vegetarian, lacto-vegetarian. What is that? Politarian, pescatarian. I don't even say it. Vegan, what? One with full-scale exclusions for taste and allergies. Sure, not a problem. The chef pulled out a notepad and pen. She listened closely as you explained the types of food you'd like to be excluded based on the individual needs of your group. And then one with no special requirements. And there wasn't anything in particular that you felt like you need to respect or make specific arrangements for. Your group of friends and family could work with whatever. Turning to Cove, you checked to see if he had options on the menu. How does that sound? I'm thinking that we have a good plan going. Great. That's the biggie already done then. Let's keep that ball rolling. Yes, please. At the minimum, there's going to be a main entree in our service, so that's 1 course automatically. And if you're having cake or another dessert, that'll technically be another course for your guests. Although that doesn't count as one of the portions that we offer here, I can go up to 6 courses. Oh my god! The dinner and as many as 5 additional portions. So we're looking at salad, soup, a hot appetizer, cold appetizer, and or a palate cleanser. Do you know how big you want the service to be? No. Let's do a full course. This is our wedding! This is our wedding! Of course we're gonna go all out! Cove laughed abruptly, then stared at you in awe for a moment. Do you seriously mean that? A 6-meal course plus the dessert we're getting? Let's go all in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wow, okay, the whole thing it is then. The last thing I'm gonna be upset more is food. In that case, there's no need to select what type of extra courses you're having because you'll be getting 1 each. The corners of Cove's mouth bent into an ambiguous grin as he lightly reached over to squeeze your hand. You could tell that he was getting more excited about this plan by the second. You share that feeling wholeheartedly. Seriously, why bother picking between things when we can just enjoy them all? Perfection! Oh, and how much heat are you expecting for the dishes? We can keep it all very mild, or we can easily push the spice levels up. Oh my god, burning hot? No. Let's just keep it mild. That'll keep everyone happy. Maybe there could be sauces on the table for people to add their own. We can do that. Your lips pulled into a smile. Not that you were surprised, but still, you were grateful to have Cove's full support here. And The chef backtracked through her notes for a second. She thought over everything that you all had discussed until she could pin down exactly what was slipping her mind. What about the drinks? Oh, yeah. Are we just, oh my god. Are we a just water place party, a coffee and tea group, or hard drinkers? There's always at least going to be water, even if you have other options, so don't worry about that. Oh, I'd like there to be alcohol. Come on. Wines, liquors, beer. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Beers, mixed cocktails, and that's everything. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. We're adults now. I'm gonna go with the alcohol, okay? Then Cove offered his suggestion. Could we have some fruit juices there, too? You're right. We need juice soon. No, we don't! Nodding in agreement, the chef wrote down this latest addition to the menu. We'll make it happen. So that's the menu, type, meal, scale, spice level, and beverage basics. Please, Rhonda rolled her sleeves up. Her gaze fell on you and Cove with a new determined gleam. Let's go deeper. Cove smiled nervously at the chef's intensity, but he didn't wilt completely. You had a sneaking suspicion his remaining strength came from the topic still being about food. The conversation continued from there. It dug into the specifics such as the main protein and side ingredients, the style of cuisine the foods would be based on, and so on and on. It took a fair bit of time, but eventually a finalized selection was arranged. You couldn't get over how delicious everything sounded the longer their conversation went. By the end, Cove appeared just as relieved and excited as you were about the food, but most of all, you were so grateful to have a set menu planned for the wedding. Rhonda, however, hadn't slowed down at all. I see you're both settling down for a rest, but just hang on with me. Or just hang on and stay with me a little longer. We're not done yet. Oh, there's something else? Yes, and it's called presentation. Was that bad? I probably had a voice crack. We can do all levels of flair for your meal. Were you picturing a plain Jane approach or something more hooty-tooty? What? Taking extra steps to have an excellent presentation would be appreciated. She's right. It'd be good if it felt special for that day of all times. That works for us. So, as I started to talk about way back when we'll provide the plates and utensils and such. Our plates are white, but they can be completely plain or have a little swirly details around the edges. What do you think about that? Before you and Cove even consider giving the answer, she held both hands up to stop that, and she stole a glance over her shoulder. Oh, wait, give me another stack. I'll grab some stacks. You should see before choosing anything. Again, without leaving a window to say anything in response, Rhonda darted off deeper into the kitchen. Cove stared at her as she went. His expression was deadpan. You can pick the plates. Yes! An abrupt clattering came from the direction she disappeared down, and a moment later, your caterer had reappeared. She kept her word and had piles of plates balanced in each of her hands. She stepped up to a clear counter space. Rhonda spoke cheerily, almost musically, while laying out the first set of plates and some forks to go with them. Perhaps he knew for sure what they looked like together. Okay, there's the white. Cove looked on distantly, but you leaned forward to properly scrutinize the pure white dinner plates. I mean, they're white. Oh my god, that's so nice! And then here's a swirl. As promised, this time there was an extra design element on the plates. You considered it carefully. Now, what are you thinking? No, I like the swirly one. Got it. Thanks for humoring me. And because you're both getting the hot and cold appetizer courses, there's an extra piece of this puzzle. Now, what we could do is just bring them out ahead of the meal and place them in front of each guest in their seat, but that's not our only option. We could have all the appetizers set out on a single table from the very start of the reception so guests can go over and eat as they please. Or we could even have servers walk around the room with platters of appetizers to offer guests throughout the party as they mingle. I would enjoy having servers walking around the party. Wow, our wedding is gonna be elegant. Yes, because that's what I am! Cove chuckled, but he backed your suggestion wholeheartedly. The image of the reception was really starting to take shape in your imagination. Righto, that's what we'll do, thank you. And now you can breathe, we're done. Yay! Rhonda laughed happily as she closed her notepad and put it aside. Okay, cool, I'm glad we have worked that out. Thank you very much, Rhonda. Thanks so much. It's my pleasure. We're looking forward to knocking your socks off. It'll be a 6-course double menu, mild meal that your guests will be talking about for years to come, I promise. Neat. One last quick question. Sure thing. How do we get out of here again? Oh, Cove. Oh my god, you're so cute. Rhonda clapped her hands and let out a deep laugh. Cove's face reddened with embarrassment. Go down the hall and take a left to another hall and then a right, and then you'll find the exit. It was so nice meeting you two. Thanks again. After that, you and Cove left the kitchen and made it out of the building in one piece following Rhonda's instructions. You both returned to the car with vigor in your strides. It was amazing to get such a nice meal arranged in exactly the way that you both wanted it to be. The food was definitely something you were going to be daydreaming about from now until the big day. Okay, y'all. Oh my god. I'm debating whether I should continue this or not. So then, like, you guys can see the next part. Or I should leave you on a cliffhanger. Alright, you know what? Fine, we'll continue. I'm being nice for once, okay? I haven't been here for a month, so let me at least get 30 minutes into this. Because I've only checked, I've only been recording for like 60 minutes, so... yeah, I want it to be longer for you guys. When you arrived at the office again, Baxter was already comfortably seated and scanning over his notebook. He glanced up from it at the sound of the door opening. Welcome back, what's on the menu? Baxter smirked, but Cove answered with complete earnestness. A lot of things. Delicious. With all the work, planning, and effort a thing in the past, you were having your final appointment, Baxter. Aw, no! Come to our wedding. The two of you situated yourselves on the purple couch in your normal spots, so Cove was unable to treat the visit as anything near normal. His legs had stiffened from nervousness so badly the bend in his knees was like the snap of two branches. He nearly fell into the cushion. Baxter, on the complete opposite end of the comfort spectrum from Cove, smiled with a natural ease. Well, then this is the last time we're likely to see each other until the day of your wedding. Are you feeling prepared? I am, but I'm not sure Cove is. Cove didn't react whatsoever, not to Baxter or you. He was frozen solid. Baxter ran his hands along the inside edge of his jacket and placed his most encouraging smile on his face. In all honesty, you've both done beautifully. Your wedding will be an event to be proud of, and I'll be there to make certain it flows smoothly. All you need to do now is enjoy yourselves. Each line Baxter spoke chipped away at the frosted shell around Cove until it cracked. Your fiancé replied in a small voice. Thank you. Wow, thanks. Now, having broken the ice, Baxter easily shifted back into work mode. He touched the tips of his fingers to a pile of papers on the desk to his side. I've got the details for the hotel for you here. I was able to book 2 standard single bedrooms for you and your parties to use to get ready in. The hotel is minutes from the ceremony venue, so you won't need to make a trip out there in the morning of. Thanks, Baxter. You're good at this. Cove's at minutes was almost embarrassed. He scratched at his cheek and shared a look with you. You remember how hard of a time the two of you had getting a room when you had come into Sunset Berg for your mom's anniversary? It was an ordeal. Cove chuckled, knowing that you were reminiscing over the same experience. Baxter accepted the compliment earnestly without prying. He leaned an elbow against his chair's armrest and propped his head up against his hand. I'm glad to hear that. I do strive to be. He continued to relax, following up his prior motion with the cross of his legs. And I very much appreciate your great patience with a series of questions throughout this experience. I do still have yet one more topic I'd like to discuss. When you leave here, the wedding planning is over. Do either of you have an opinion on seeing your beloved before the ceremony? No, I don't want to see. That wasn't something Cove had considered. He didn't have words to back up the hasty interruption. Baxter smoothed it over by elaborating. I know some couples follow a tradition of completely cutting contact in the lead up to the wedding, so it's reuniting when they come together for the ceremony. Others stay apart physically, though they communicate over the phone, and those are those who don't participate in that whatsoever and stay with one another. No. This time Cove gave himself space to consider it, letting the concept sink in. I mean, I didn't have plans to be away from Mina. You know, I like being around her when that's an option. But I guess maybe we could do that if it's a special thing for weddings. He laughed breathfully and sent Baxter a question of his own. Are you gonna make fun of me for being clingy now? Never. You know just how much Baxter meant that. Cove, however, didn't have the same context. Oh, okay. You're very sweet, Baxter, but he's definitely clicking. Cove gasped dramatically that Baxter would give him a pass and his own fiance wouldn't. When he stopped clutching his pearls, Cove instead put on a pout. You were charmed by both his unambiguous and attachment to you and by how cute he genuinely was. But you made an effort to not be entirely distracted, and you gave an answer to the question at hand. Oh, God. Cove, would you mind? We can meet at the wedding later. Cove's rapidly lowering mood went down one notch more. Oh my God, how you say that? Sulkiness? Turning to defeat. Okay, I said I could do it and I will, but it's gonna be hard. I know it will be, you're clingy. Yeah, I kinda am. Cove shuffled the balls of his feet against the carpet, all the while glancing over you bashfully. You held on to a sweet gaze as long as you could. You were going to have to go without it for a while soon. Off to the side, Baxter watched the two of you from his ball in the office chair. The fondness in his expression for you and Cove had tipped past his usual professional distance. Not wanting to ruin the moment, he spoke in a soft voice. Very good. Everything is settled then. From there, the rest of the meeting was spent going over final details and the whole plan step by step. Oopsie, that was my phone. Baxter wanted to make sure you were on the same page and prepared for the events ahead. He shared an amusing anecdotes of past weddings he'd planned. Some highlighted actual potential pitfalls you could intentionally avoid, and others were one in a million debacles, whatever the heck you. Oh my God. The most unbelievable was the story of a particular orchid ceremony from the year before. The stage was set with flowers, a walkway, seating, and a wooden arch at the end. He was looking on in a final survey, primed for the guests to arrive, when an out-of-control truck with a wagon full of apples drove straight through. Oh my God! The driver was unharmed when he got the truck to stop, and the couple were still married, albeit in a much simpler arrangement, but Baxter distinctly remembers the almost comedic surrealness of it. Seeing a completed wedding and then having it flattened back to the ground in a blink of an eye was something he never expected or hoped to experience. While the planner chuckled in recollection, Cove leaned over to ask if you thought there'd be any reason a fruit truck might have to be at your venue. You were pretty sure there wasn't. The stories and laughter continued until the end of the appointment. It reminded you of the final day of class before summer vacation. Technically, you were still in school, but everyone was eager for the fun to begin. Then goodbyes were exchanged as usual, promises to see each other soon like there had been every time you visited. However, when you left the office, you had to wonder if you would ever go back there again. When you saw Baxter next, it would be at the wedding location. Maybe you would return someday, if you and Code decide to renew your vows and you need a planner again. Or maybe you could just visit as friends and not as customers. Under a wide, starry sky, you and Cove hopped into his car to head back. Despite having it done many times before, it felt completely different that time. After the click of seatbelts being snapped into place, there was a silence in the cab. None of the bus boisterous from minutes ago had come along with you. Cove's expression was pensive as he rounded the curb and got the car out onto the street. A gentle rumbling resonated over you from wheels rolling across tarmac. That was the only word he managed to articulate before his mouth clamped up tight again. He had an internal struggle made visible, and ultimately he made enough peace with it to finally smile. Right now, I have a lot going on in my head. You probably guessed that. There's so much I want to say to you about us and what's happened, all of this. But it would probably make more sense if I had said it during the wedding, right? His voice dropped to a complete whisper, but his grip on the steering wheel intensified. It's so close now. Cove took in a deep breath through his nose, allowing his fingers to loosen again. That was followed by him answering his own question. Don't worry about it. Pretend this didn't happen. I can wait for you. Thanks, you're always nice to me. I'm a nice person. That warmed you up inside. Nothing felt better than knowing he could rely on you. But there's a lot of other things I'm thinking about too. Like the fact that these are the last moments of our lives together, not being married. After this, I'll be your husband, you'll be my wife. Unbelievable. I love you, Cove. I love you too. Twisting in your seat, you let the side of your face rest against the back of the chair. You rested there at the end of such a long project, watching your almost husband as he continued to drive ahead. The two of you were moving forward, full of hope and anticipation for the very near future. After days, weeks, years of waiting to commit yourself to the love of your life, the morning of your wedding arrived. Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, y'all, it's happening, it's happening. Oh my god. It's not even the wedding, I'm just saying it's happening. It was a realization that hit you as you laid in a dark hotel room. You were wide awake from nerves. You weren't able to tell exactly how long you'd been up at that point. You rolled over to check the time, sat on the side table next to the bed, was the stock standard digital clock, flashing the current hour, minute, and red lines. Oh my god. It was time to get up. At least it was if you didn't want to be late or show up to your wedding pajamas. And thinking of that, it struck you that Cove had to have gotten up as well if he hadn't woken up even earlier. You indulged in a bit of daydreaming, picturing in your mind what the man who would be your husband in a matter of hours might have been doing. He could have been staring into a mirror, struggling to make his hair look neater than his normal level of styling. But imagination wasn't nearly enough. You wanted to see him. With great effort, you pulled yourself away from the safety of the blanket. You had to do it. You wouldn't be able to see him if you stayed there. Your clothes were hanging up against the door of the small hotel closet, and you went over to double-check the outfit. It all looked fine. You assured yourself while taking slow, calming breaths. Everything would go all right. From there, you went into the bedroom to brush your teeth and shower before anything else. Once clean, dry, and half-dressed, you went back into the main space of the hotel room. Your phone lit up with a new message, and you glanced at it. The wedding party had arrived. They were in the lobby. You put your phone down to pick up the hotel's landline. When the desk manager answered, you explained the situation. They promised to lead the group to your room. The call ended simply. A short time later, a knock vibrated through the heavy front door. You answered it right away. Kira was there with a smile to greet you! Oh my god! The rest of the party filled in after. Congrats and hellos were exchanged as they passed. Thank you for helping. Okay. You decided your own hair. You had stylish. Your mom. You had your mom. Oh, yeah, okay. Kira. No, let's do Lee. I want Lee. And Liz would put on makeup for you because she knows her stuff. Kira knew the arrangement and would make sure it stayed on track. You and your party got right to work, changing, prepping, and polishing up for the occasion. You got yourself tucked, zip, and buttoned into your relaxed dress when a series of rapid, but not as especially loud knocks struck the door. Only a few people could come to the room without approval, and the sound was not Cove. There wasn't any of his usual notable pauses between knocks. That left one other main option. You thought it should be honor went over to answer the door. Baxter! Baxter! Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, calm down. He's in the hotel room. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. I love Baxter. Oh my god, he's so hot. I'm sorry. Okay, he's hot as hell. There on the other side was your partner in this wedding journey, Baxter. His outfit looked as though he reverted back to his teenage self. It was all black. But you were aware that the staff would be dressed top to bottom in dark shades to be recognizable to the guests as employees and not as possible long-lost cousins twice removed. He offered his polite greetings of his to you and your party. Hello, and a very good morning to you. Hi, good morning. You look incredible already, but don't fret. I won't interrupt the process for long. I'm here to check in. Is there anything else you need? Do you have a way to slow down time? The curve of his smile pulled ever so slightly higher. Unfortunately not. Though let me add, I also came in to order to keep you informed on the wedding status. Oh. A worried bent came through in your tone. Yes, the status is it's ready when you are. It should go off without a hitch. That was music to your ears. You were so grateful Baxter had gone to as much effort as he had for this. With absolute earnestness, Baxter wished you well. Take care, Mia. I'll let you return to your preparation now. Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye, Baxter. The frantic mood of wedding work swept back in with no further distractions. Ooh. Ma did your nails, and they were long. For the paint, you went. Oh, French. Ooh, we can do French tips. Oh yeah, let's do. That was specifically. Wait, I know. I want a solid color. We're gonna do red because it's my favorite color. Red. Actually, no. We should have it white because that's our. Isn't that our dress? It's white. Yeah, let's just do white. White. Your party was there to get you through the whole morning of preparation. There were laughs and a few tears, all happy. There was a time investment, however, the look did eventually come together. The clothes, your hair, and makeup was all set to what had been planned for the day. You glanced down at yourself fully dressed to get married. Oh my god. You suddenly felt lightheaded. You stood in the center of the room, and after a moment to yourself, the rest of the group surrounded you. You've never looked better. That's saying something, just saying. Thank you, Lee. You're dressed to a T. Thank you. Nice job, kiddo. You're all grown up. I'm so glad I was able to be here for this one. Oh my god, Kira, you look so nice! Wait, they're all in their dresses! Oh my god, they all look so cute! Oh my god! And then the moment had arrived, your body felt hot under your expertly tailored clothes. You couldn't hesitate any longer. Your wedding was about to begin. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm shaking! And Cove would be ready. Oh my god! Oh my god! You took a deep breath, steadying your breath, and stepped out into the hallway. Rapidly, you made your way to the elevator, took it down to the lobby floor. Phone stopped going off. It didn't take you long. It didn't take you very long to weave across the hotel lobby and exit through the front doors. Outside, you immediately spotted the rental car that was sent to bring you to the beach. You slipped into the car and you made our talk in after you. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, y'all! It's happening! It's happening! Ah! Closing your eyes, you tried to get comfortable during the drive, but it was in vain. This car was bringing you to your own wedding. Glancing out the window, your eyebrows raised in surprise because you recognized just how far you were from the beach. It would only be a few more minutes until everything you've been working towards would finally come to fruition. Oh my god. Nothing felt real at all. At least earlier you were nervous, but now you felt almost disconnected from everything. It was staggering knowing that in a few short hours that you'd be at your wedding. Kira placed a hand over one of yours and tenderly squeezed it. I know today's a crazy big event and that you're already acutely aware of that, but take my word for it. It'll only get better from here, I promise. With an eye wink, Kira squeezed your hand again. Kira, I love you! Thank you so much for being here through all the steps. Oh my god, I'm so glad you're here. Kira stared at you in a stunned awe. Her head tilted to the side, and you struggled not to awkwardly squirm on her stare. You're a wonder, Mina. It's an honor that you've included me in such an important way. You grew teary-eyed at that, and your voice came out in a whisper. You're not just important to me because you're Cove's mom. You're important to me, too. Thank you. Kira, you're the most important person in this world! At least to Mina! She ended up blinking tears away. I don't even know what I just said. That's stupid. Baxter wasn't kidding earlier when he said the hotel was near the ceremony. The trip was already over, and there wasn't another second to spare. Carefully, you exited the car, went forward, and finally took in the first sight of your ceremony. Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god, that is beautiful! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm shaking. That is so pretty. Oh my god. That is so fucking pretty. Holy shit. Oh my god. The shore and the sea, the backdrop of your childhood, wherever you had went growing up, the beach was rarely far away. Warm rays of sun drifted down on you as salt-tinged gusts of wind came out from over the ocean. It was invigorating. Oh my god. A wide wooden arch had been set right at the edge of the tide, with an aisle led over the sand leading to it. Striking white flowers were scattered on the path and along the sides. Oh my god! Everything was aglow. Even the grains of sand seemed to sparkle more than usual. Mina. Baxter, oh my god. Whew. You got me. Oh my god, I am impressed. Oh, holy crap. Your player had immediately been informed of your arrival and came to greet you right on schedule. How good to see you again, and so soon after the last time. He tilted his head in your direction, casually, all chuckling. Oh my god, chalking? Really? Your attempt to laugh along with him came out more like strangled hiccups. Your nerves still had a complete chokehold on you. Luckily, Baxter understood completely and offered a reassuring smile. Then all presence of casualness for the day left Baxter's pause. A bright fire lit up in his dark eyes. It's showtime. Let us get into a proper position. Oh my god. The wedding parties are being led up to the front where they'll stand by while guests are getting directed to open chairs in the audience area. So, Mina, please go further back with me so you can be ready for the aisle walk. You also might see Cove too early if you stay here, so we can't dally. Sucking in a full breath, you let yourself be led away by Baxter. You had to hold on a little longer, and then you get to see him. I'm not concerned about that right now. Holy crap. Oh my god. You and the planner went back down the bend, and there was an eager hastiness to your paces. A corner of his room separating you all from the main scene.
Does that sound alright?
Wait here for the music cue, and then you can walk, okay? Yeah, I'm ready for it. Good luck, Mia. I'll congratulate you when it's over. So no one's walking down with us? He grinned coyly before leaving you there. He had to handle more of the arrangements behind the scenes so that you and Cove could have your spotlights. An assistant joined you only briefly to hand you the delicately crafted white and poppy roses bouquet you had designed with Cove. Oh my god. You gratefully accepted it, taking hold of the base with both hands and gripping it tight. What? Who is messaging me? They made their message. Oh my god. They made their exit while you tried to relax by breathing in the gentle perfume of the bouquet. It was sweet and beautiful, reminding you of Cove. While standing alone, footsteps, the distant chatter of a crowd, your own heartbeat pattered in your ears. Your eyes closed as you strained to hear the cue above the rest of the noise. But there was no need. You knew the moment had arrived and everything in the distance was silent. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Even felt as though your heart froze in place, not wanting to be the one thing to interrupt. The first note was struck. Oh my god. Girl, we're doing this! Ah! That was all you needed to move forward. You began to walk where you knew that he would be. You came around the way to place yourself in the spot you had first been upon arrival. The right start of the aisle, tiny Ramona was in front of you. Ah! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Why am I crying? Oh my god, I'm sick of this. Sick of this game making me cry. Oh my god. You lifted your gaze to the end of it all. Past the flowers, the guests, and everything else that was between you and your destination. At long last, what you've been anticipating came to... He's crying! You're gonna make me cry! Stop! I'm sick of this. At long last, what you had been anticipating came to be. You saw him again, waiting for you and ready to marry you. Oh my god. Holy shit. Cove Holden. The last name rung especially strongly in your mind because soon it would be yours too. He was breathtaking. He was right there with shaking legs and crystal clear blue eyes, dripping with heavy tears. Oh my god, Cove! No! You'd never been brighter. Oh my god, why is my phone? Girl, why you ruin this moment? Alright. You watched as his mouth opened and closed as he was speaking directly to you. Then he was too much far away to know what the words were. The crowd was full of joyous smiles and loving glances, but no one made a move to distract you or Cove away from each other. You wouldn't have noticed if they had tried. All you were aware in the entire world was the fact that every step brought you nearer to him. Step by airlight step, you floated along. Nothing could have prevented you from relishing your crossing. With each frolicking footfall, Cove shivered anew. He was excited to be there with you, but patiently remained where he was supposed to. You didn't keep him waiting. When you arrived at the end of the aisle, you immediately came to stand face to face in front of Cove. Softly, Cove's lips parted again, and finally the time you knew what it was, your name. Oh, Mina! No! Oh my god, you're making me shiver! He lifted one hand to caress your cheek. Aw, it's so cute! He brought his head lower to be closer to yours, his fingers advancing further to touch the tip of or edge of your ears. You felt overjoyed and you pressed his forehead against his. The delicate way he held you brought so much comfort. Full of love and gratefulness, you nuzzled against the one person who impacted you in such a way. Holy crap! A hush came over the crowd as a certain certified figure began to speak. It was time. And then your maid of honor and Cove's best man stepped aside to where the floral garlands laid. Expertly, they picked them up and carried them over. Thank you. Beaming, Kara gave you a nod. The flowers were delicately passed into your and Cove's hands. With a tiny sigh, you admired the blooms. Cove's eyebrows pinched together with intense focus. He held the flowers as carefully as he could without dropping them. Your heart pounded in your chest as you pivoted towards Cove. It accelerated and your bottom lip trembled. Holy crap! Oh my god! But then he met your gaze and held it. The seriousness in his expression melted away and was replaced with affection. Cove put the garland on you first. Okay, yeah, I know you'll call me. Later. You could tell that Cove was shaken, but he slowly wrapped the garland around your shoulders. A tiny gasp escaped him as he took inside of you, framed by the blooms. Holy crap. Taking a steadying breath, you began raising your arms in an attempt to reach, but Cove bent down instead. He bowed his head enough for you to easily place the garland around his shoulders. Aww. Cove carefully lifted a hand to caress the flowers adorning him. Chuckling, he lifted your shoulders to feel the small petals tickle your skin. They smelled lovely, and the scent filled the air around the ceremony. I now ask for the blanket chosen for the ceremony to be wrapped around the couple. Oh my god. Why did I do all this ceremonial stuff? Your mom and Cove's parents then came forward, holding a decorative wool blanket. Together they wrapped it around yours and Cove's shoulders as you faced one another. May you feel the depth of the affection and warmth that your loved ones have made for you. They swallowed you similarly when you were younger and new to your life, but today it's to honor and bless your new lives as one. As your family moved around you both, Cove leaned forward and rested his forehead against yours. Breathing in, you closed your eyes and let yourself be engulfed by the soothing comfort. The rest of the rites fell away and there's only you and Cove. When it was time for the next part of the ceremony, you lifted back from one another just enough to properly listen to your officiator. The ceremony speech flowed over you. Listened to each word, but sentences faded out of focus the second they had passed. It was like being in a comfortable dream. There was a safe sense of distance from the world as your consciousness drifted around with it. What you did through to... Oh my god. What did break through to you were Cove's bashful gestures, shuffling feet, quivering eyes, and a palatable nervous energy that was barely swallowed down. Not one single movement went by unnoticed. Now we'll be holding the sand pouring ritual of the ceremony. Why did I do all these rituals? Oh my god. At that, a couple of the people assisting with the wedding carried over a small table by the ends and placed it down in front of you, Cove. On it there were 2 glass jars filled with different colored sand and a large empty vase. Please select a jar. You chose the jar closest to you and held it with both hands. Cove picked the other up and automatically held the glass up to his face to get a better look at the sand. We do this to symbolize our journey in this world. Your lives led you to cross paths and you found great joy at each and every intersection. The jar each of you are holding represents the individual lives and choices you've made up until this very second, and with this pouring, the officiator gestured to the center vase, and you glanced at Cove instead. He gave you a reassuring nod, and you both began pouring the sand. Your journeys have intertwined, and these grains of sand, they cannot be separated the same ever again. Wow, this is actually cool. You watched the sand slowly mix together. It was mesmerizing, and it wasn't until Cove whimpered loudly next to you that you felt jolted back into the ceremony. Once every grain of sand was inside the vase, Cove set his jar back down. You brought your hand closer to your middle, but you kept the jar firmly in your grasp. You peeked at Cove out of the corner of your eye and saw that he was watching you too. The ends of his mouth curved, drawing a lighthearted chuckle from you. Jason stepped forward to move the table to the side so that the ceremony could continue smoothly. You placed your jar next to Cove's and tried to commit the sight to memory. The table was delicately placed to the side of the arch. Your excitement bubbled in your chest of what would happen next. What is the hand? Me and Cove, would you please take hold of one another so we may begin the hand festing? With firm certainty, you placed Cove's right hand in yours and he took your left hand in his. You crossed them together and you let the comfort of his presence fill you. The officiator took out the ceremonial cord and began the ritual with each twist and turn. Okay, no, phone, you're not interrupting me. With each twist and turn of the cord, your world narrowed down to one person each that you've always felt tied to through fate. This cord represents the bond you share. Even during the most difficult times when you might want to pull apart, may you find stability in supporting each other. Because if you remember to take a deep breath for clarity, you'll discover that like this knot, there's a strength to be found in this union. You'll always be stronger together with your love entwined. At that sight, Cove tightened his grip, sniffling you sent a silent thanks to every choice that somehow brought you here. And with that, the hand festing was complete. You both were brimming with emotion. Carefully, you and Cove slipped out of the cords without breaking the knot. Even when it was safely put aside, you could still feel the weight of it pressing against your skin. Oh my god, now we're getting to the vows! Before you could completely lose yourself in Cove's gaze, your attention crystallized in an instant. The certified figure had said vows. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He began It struck Cove as well because his knees visibly locked from underneath him. In slow motion, he began to tip backwards! You instinctively grabbed onto his wrist, pulling on his sleeves in an attempt to keep your beloved from leaning further. Numerous sets of arms rose all around as both of your wedding parties paused themselves to catch Cove if he fell their way. Derek took an extra step further by actually stepping forward. He made certain that he could get a hold of his friend if he came down. Cove regained control of his legs and caught himself by anchoring back on the ball of his right foot. He kept that firmly planted. He was still so absorbed in the moment that the notion to be embarrassed by his near feint didn't take up any space in his mind. It was as if it hadn't happened, at least for Cove. The certified figure, however, lifted a brow, assessing if your groom was physically capable of completing the ceremony. For all his trembling, Cove stood stiffly, a pillar that could not be moved. It was enough to appease your certified figure into continuing. Gia, what are you doing? Come here, you little ginger. That's my cat, sorry. The couple has chosen to prepare their own vows and they will show them now. Cove, Holden, please begin. Oh my god, he took in a long breath through his nose. After so much build up to the wedding and all the effort that it took to create it, this was the final hurdle for him articulating his deepest feelings about you aloud. Cove looked into your blue eyes, searching for the words he needed. You waited, impressing as much encouragement as you could into your gaze. Finally, Cove began his vows. Mina, we met when we were 8 years old. And, well, I wanted to run away to Nevada somehow that first summer I moved into the neighborhood. Truthfully, I planned to do it before my dad and I had even made it to Sunset Bird. It didn't matter what it was going to be like. How could it ever be okay? But I saw you the first day I was there, and nothing went the way I thought. You changed everything in my life. He sunk lower into himself sheepishly and offered a goofy grin. Well, I still did make an attempt at my child, my genius, but it was just going to be for a visit. And you came to find me. You tracked me down all the way to the end of the town. You were the person I needed when I was so little and so lonely, and you're still the one I need right now. You and me are a couple of rotten eggs forever. Oh my god. Every far-off image playing out in his mind brought further joy to Cove's features. He laughed nostalgically. You didn't let me get away with being selfish when I would act out. You were there for me when I was actually upset. Thank you. I got to have a childhood thanks to you. You didn't let me lose it all because I was sad. I had someone I could make those memories I cherish with. Making sandcastles, watching the clouds, catching fireflies, and everything else. Though, about those fireflies. When we were out on Poppy Hill and you let me touch your hand to help me catch one, my heart was racing. I accidentally scared it away. So, yeah, I've been nervous around you forever and that's not going to change, sorry. Oh my god, Cove. Holy crap. The lovely flush on his cheeks deepened to an even darker shade of red. I'm so amazed how we kind of got together when we were just 13. He tugged at his collar while bouncing on his feet, the exact picture of a giddy schoolboy. You told me you liked me and it was wonderful. But even then when puberty happened, so many things seem harder than before. I'm definitely glad you were around to help me survive it all. Especially my, in hindsight, painfully obvious crush on you. That felt unbearable to me, and I bet it was probably frustrating to everyone who was watching too. I could barely manage sitting next to you on a bed and sharing a smoothie with you. Thank God the hormonal nightmare didn't screw things up for me. Oh my god. Genuine relief came out from Cove in a sigh. But I don't know how I was supposed to act normal when you look at me so nicely. With such beautiful eyes. Oh my god, I remember that. You remember? No, please, don't make me start crying. He began to get taken into them as he spoke, his eyes growing hazy and his smile wobbling. Cove shook his head to force himself out of the self-inflicted trance. That was the time I started sneaking out to visit you through the window. I wanted to be with you when I was happy or when something was wrong. I couldn't stay away. Luckily, you didn't mind spending your days or nights in my company. With a light touch of wistfulness, Cove recalled experience after experience from those years. Going on trips together, big and small ones, just hanging around our houses in the neighborhood, talking about who we were as people, playing cards. And that time there was a sun shower. Oh my god! We stick together during parties, and you can even make it fun for someone as socially awkward as I am. Of course, the way you push Jeremy will always be incredible. Oh my god, I remember that. Oh, that was so funny. Actually, you've always been there for me when I had to deal with other kids at parks. As he continued to reminisce, he chuckled adorably. And I started getting closer with your family too. Well, at least your mom's. Elizabeth wasn't exactly interested in being good friends when we were teens. Cheeto, no. I appreciate that you always put up with my parents and their wild plans, by the way. I can still remember how badly I wanted to be grown up as an awkward tween. Then suddenly we graduated high school and it was really time to be an adult. Getting my first job, taking my first long drive without parents, accepting how small our little town was in the grand scheme of things. Just trying to figure out what I was even going to do with my life. I was lost, and all I wanted to make sure I didn't lose what mattered when things had to most of all you. You were my special someone. That was when I had fallen in love with you. Oh my god. You were the first person I was able to open up to about my sexuality when I finally knew for sure what that was. And you were the one who would tell me when I was wrong. Oh my god. His speech all that he treasured about you went on in an uninterrupted stream. He couldn't stop himself. I could talk to you about anything, like the accident when I got my scar. I knew you would understand. And as mundane as dredging adult stuff could be, I had a source of relief from it because you had been around. You'd let me have taste of your food, and you always gave the best gifts. You loved me even though I'm not a cool merman who could take you on a magical adventure. How many crazy things did we go through over the years? A lot, and right from the start, thanks to Dad and his master plan. And you lived with how long it took for me. Hey! Stop! Cheeto! Stop! No! No! Stop! Little badass. And you live with me. And you wanted the water skirt on you. Yeah, get out of here. Stop. Yeah, go under the bed. And you lived with how long it took for me to be able to do anything romantic. I was feeling a lot and didn't do great at managing it, but I was so clingy too. I never wanted to be apart then. I think I'm a little more of a big boy about it now, maybe. He at long last stopped a breath before his emotion-driven attempt to convey himself continued in full force. You make me happy in ways no one else ever could. And, well, a lot has happened, huh? We're definitely adults. We're at our own wedding. We made it through it all the months and months growing up and through making this day happen. Through with how nervous I was, I think I might write that the planner that I would have to convince you to elope, just get away from it all. But you took the pressure in stride. I love that you're so reassuring. You're such a charming human being. It was the happiest moment of my life when you accepted my proposal, until now anyway. I couldn't believe you wanted to be with me as much as I wanted to be with you. I don't want to try to imagine how many tears you've wiped away from me in all these years. You helped me have the confidence to grow into a man, and you can still make me feel like a kid again. With nothing never really... Oh my god, it just begins in a new way. And basically what I'm trying to say is, no matter how hard I try, I can never thank you enough for being mine. Let me be yours. Oh my god. Cove wept heavily, no longer being able to stay above the wave of emotions that opening himself up so freely had brought. I love you so much, Mina, and he fully wiped a sleeve against his eyes. Every tear the fabric caught was immediately replaced. Those are my vows. I don't know how you're supposed to end them. I hope you'll marry me. Aww. You were so touched by his words. You were bawling. Dinka, Mina, you may say yours. Oh my god. I'm crying! The certified figure had all but disappeared from your mind. All that you were aware of was Cove, but that request couldn't be ignored. Now that you had taken on the endeavor of explaining everything Cove was to you and everything he'd been to you throughout knowing him almost your entire life, you chose to say, I want to thank you for really getting to know me and for loving me for me. For helping me feel comfortable in my body. You've always been able to reassure me about that. For sharing your parents. They're a real perk of being with you. For braving me when I was scared. You're my hero. For remembering things about me, even stuff that wouldn't matter to anyone else. It matters a lot to me. For always thinking that was worth a gold medal. Even back when we were kids. For being there with me when I found out about my biological parents. That was important, and I'll never forget your support then. For teaching me how to surf. It was so much fun. For giving me so many piggyback rides. The Cove expressive and the best form of transportation. For all the times you insisted I get the bed. You're a very stubborn gentleman. And besides that, I promise to never stop trying to make you happy, to cherish everything you've given me, to let you have joint ownership of my shell collection, to always leave a window open for you, to continue letting you taste my food, to comfort you when your anxieties make you scared, to still love you even though we both continue to grow and change, to wait as long as you need for everything, to wipe your tears when they fall, to get you a house directly on the beach someday, to wear an anklet on request whenever you want, to sit on your chest again, to go along with your spontaneous dawn adventures, and along with that, I adore your wavy eyebrows, your laugh and your smile, the way you angrily sip at your drinks, how you rub your arm when you're nervous, how easy you are to fluster, how excited you get about food, how clingy you are, the way you're somehow always a bit of a mess, the awkward way you try flirting, that you're so open with your emotions, that you've been such a beach bum ever since you were born, the adorable way you text, that you're such a troublemaker, and Cove's blush had crept all the way to his neck after you let yourself get carried away listing every detail about him that charmed you. You're my space cadet. And you're the one that I'll love for the rest of my life. Oh my god. Cove covered his face with trembling hands. He was laughing, crying, and all around about to pass out again. Your certified figure nodded contentedly, accepting those vows that you sworn up to your very nearly husband. Oh my god. Cove. Oh my god, Cove Holden, do you take Mina Rose to be your lawful wedded wife? Cheeto! Why are you interrupting the moment? He let his hands fall ready to face you directly. Cove shaking, dripping wet eyes, Stade's foot locked to yours, and with the confidence of a man who'd been waiting for this moment for years, he answered with complete certainty. Oh my god!
I do.
Oh! Cheeto! What are you doing? Get down! What are you doing? You interrupted the moment with Cove. It was absolutely heart-stopping, but your turn to respond had come. And do you, Mina Rose, take Cove Holden to be your lawful wedded husband? What you said? I do. Cove's smile was radiant and his tears were constant, and you'd sincerely made him happier than anything ever had. Kira and Cliff came up to yours and Cove sighed once more. This time they brought the box containing your wedding bands. Cove's hand shook as he reached for the tiny treasure chest. With a focused furrow to his brow, he accepted the rose gold ring and the white diamond sparkled gorgeously in the light. Holy crap. Hey! You gladly offer your hand to Cove. He cradled it gently in one of his own. For a few seconds, all he could do was stare at your skin. Cove was so still for a moment, then he used his free hand to bring the band towards your fingertip. What are you? Go! Yeah, my dear! For a few seconds, all he could do was stare at your skin. Cove was so still for a moment, then he used his free hand to bring the band towards your fingertip. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god! He carefully slid the ring to its proper place on your finger. Your gaze locked onto it, utterly amazed. Swallowing thickly, Cove braced his hand out for you. You held it in return and brushed your thumb across his palm. It was your turn. With that, you retrieved the matching ring from its box. It slid onto Cove's finger beautifully. He gasped under his breath, fixating on the ring. You tenderly squeezed his hand, and Cove finally met your eyes again. He held your gaze with an electrifying stare. You were in awe the whole moment. Then, by the power vested in me by the state of California, I pronounce you husband and wife. You cannot kiss! Oh my god! Cove's knees may have started knocking together once more, but his gaze was nothing but eager. Waiting even a second longer wasn't. Hey! No! Back away, little one! Waiting even a second longer was impossible. You sprang forward like a shot and tangled yourself around him. Your husband stumbled, was able to keep proper hold of you as you knew he would. Your lips connected with Cove's in an urgent expression of your love for him. You returned the kiss just immediately. You used a thumb to carefully push away the tears still clinging to his eyelashes. The beautiful flowers of the gardens tickled against your skin as Cove's body pressed it up against you. After your faces shifted away just a hair's breadth so you could see one another fully, his expression was wholly adoring. You could still feel his warmth lingering. The blanket was then moved off of you and Cove, being passed to your parents for safekeeping after the ceremony. And now it's the breaking of the glass. A member of the wedding party came forward with an aforementioned glass. It was properly wrapped in a cloth and laid on the ground under the arch. You stomped on it together. Ready? Nodding, your nose scrunched up as you chuckled. Together you stomped your heels down solidly on the cloth. The glass crunched satisfyingly under your shoes. Shouts of mistletoe roared from the crowd. Your cheeks hurt from how loud your smile grew, turning to Cove. It was incredible. And finally, it's time for this couple to jump the broom. Oh my god. A member of the wedding party went and grabbed the decorative broom. They brought it over and excitedly laid it down in front of you and Cove. You jumped over it together. Cove held a hand out to you, his mouth pulled into a bent smile the second you interlaced your fingers with his. Together, always. And you both leapt forward over the broom. You both landed to happy cheers erupting from the crowd. You both burst into deep laughter. That was it. You were married to the love of your life. The crowd erupted with cheers and applause around you. Giddy, you ducked your head towards Cove's shoulders and laughed. Yes, sir! What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Come here. You want to be near me? You're so cute. What are you doing, Tay? Don't bite. This is our wedding. Oh my god! All around you confetti rain down like delicate flower petals. Your smile widen, watching your friends and family excitedly throw it in the air into celebration. I'm taking a picture of that crap. Oh my god, that is beautiful. That's gonna be the thumbnail. Cheeto, stop! Oh. Oh my god, I've been recording for an hour and a half. Peeking over at Cove, you realized that he was barely paying any attention to the driblets around you both. Instead, his gaze was solely fixated on you. He scooped you into his arms. The corner of his mouth pulled into a bent smile, and Cove sweat flew off your feet. You go while he secured his hold on you. Beaming, you loosely wrapped your arms around his neck, his skin reddened, and you took the opportunity to rest a hand on his cheek and plant a kiss on the other one. You went down the aisle gleefully. As you passed by your friends and family, you caught several thumbs up, proud nods, and cheery waves. Some were even still clapping. Sniffling, your vision threatened to fill with tears after witnessing more than a handful of people dabbing their eyes with tissues. When you briefly came close enough, enough to Mr. Holden, he patted Cove on the shoulder. Despite his weepy expression, you could tell that he had the greatest pride for his son. You waved at everyone. You tried your very best to give most of your guests attention. It meant a lot to you that they were here to support you in Cove. What? You wanna go? Okay. Bye. After leaving the ceremony in late afternoon, it was time for wedding photos. And this is where I'm gonna leave today's episode off here, everyone. Oh my god. We had our wedding. Y'all. That was, oh my god. I love the vows. Holy crap. Wow. I have no words. I'm going through like stress, not stress, but like emotion, crying, happiness, shyness. I mean, God, name everything in the book. Wow, everyone. Oh my god, we're officially married. Oh my god. After like, what, 60 episodes? Holy shit! Oh my god! Okay. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode because we got married. Yes, it has officially happened. But, yeah, in the next one, then we're going to be taking wedding photos and doing our reception, I think, maybe. Don't know. But, yeah. Oh my god, I enjoyed today's episode so much. But yeah, everyone, hope you guys enjoyed it. But lastly, you're a gem. Thank you for watching. A wonderful day, everyone. Bye!